This is Sanjay Kumar, creator of Selector Sub and CrowPath. In this tutorial, I will show you guys some amazing tips and tricks to make the best use of Selector Sub and save a huge amount of time. The very first tip, you can click anywhere from copy button to selector title to copy selector value. What does it mean? Let me show you. Like many a times what people I know that we all wasting many users are wasting a lot of time just to mouse over carefully on this copy icon. Selector Sub has amazing feature. You just need not to every time move your mouse from here to here and click on this copy button. No, you need not to carefully come here. You click anywhere here. You see, you want to copy relative XPath from this to this place, you click anywhere. You see, let me paste this value. Yeah, it got copied. So it is so simple. Anything you want to copy, anywhere you can click, not just on copy icon. This is just to denote yes, you have the copy icon and you can click anywhere, means click on this to copy the value, but actually you can click anywhere here. So simple, so nice it is, isn't it? Yeah. Then click on selector value to edit it. By clicking on edit it, by clicking on it, value will be pasted in selectors box. So this is the selector box, and this, let's say suppose you want to edit this value, you just click on this, it will be copy pasted here. We don't need one more edit icon because we have good, we want to save this space as well, right? So it's so cool. You just click on it, click on any value whichever you want to edit. Anyways, by default to edit something in any value, we used to click on that, right? So simple. If you want to edit this value, click anywhere on this. No need to carefully move your mouse and then click on that. So it's so simple, so easy, and makes life easy. Anything you want to edit, anything you want to copy. Uncheck the respective attribute checkbox with which you don't want to generate XPath. So by default it will open this view. So here it is generating with ID. Suppose you don't want to generate with ID, you just uncheck this one, it will generate with something else. It also suggests you that it is dynamic or not. It is generating with class, you don't want with class, you can uncheck this. So it's so simple. And in fact, if you want to generate XPath with your own attribute, you can pass this. The fourth option, fourth tip is pass the attribute name in the attribute name box to generate the XPath with your desired attribute. So suppose you want to generate XPath with item scope attribute, you just pass that here, press enter. Now you see that it is generating XPath with your attribute. Now if you will inspect any other element, if that will be having item scope, then first it will generate with item scope, or with something else it will go. So there you go. Sorry. Now to generate selector with command like find element by XPath. So if you here you see, you're seeing that it is generating XPath. So this you can copy and you can use it in your script, but still you have to append the command like driver.find element or find element by XPath or something, right? That also you can add from here itself. There's a set driver command to append on selector. Click on this. Here you can have any command whichever you have written in your framework. So let's say your command is find by XPath, and there you have some XPath value here, right? Something like input /input. So what you have to do, you have to just replace this XPath by XPath value keyword in your command. Press enter. You see, you will get all of them. This could be anything, if you are using Selenium, you are using any other automation API, or you are using in Java, Python, Ruby, C#, no matter. It could be anything. Just replace the XPath with XPath value and press enter. Now if you will inspect the element, it will generate XPath with your command, and this you can just simply click on copy and paste in your script in your editor. You can hide everything in the UI. So let's say you doesn't want to see this attribute thing, you can click on this, it will be hidden. You doesn't want to see this command thing, you click on this, it will be hidden. And don't worry, like next time when you will open Selector Sub, it will open with your UI, whatever UI you have preferred. You see, it is open with your view, whatever you have set. And in fact, if you doesn't want to use these auto generated, you doesn't want to see that, like you always want to write your own selector, you just keep it off. And next time when you will open, it will open just with the editor mode. And here you can simply build your own XPath like this. This is so cool. You can turn off, the 7th tip was turn off auto generated selector mode. So yes, you can do that. You can customize the context menu option. So you see that like right now you can right click and copy. You see all of them are coming here. By default there will be only copy relative XPath. So many people doesn't want to see this copy absolute XPath, copy relative CSS selector, JS path. Suppose you don't need this absolute XPath and JS path. So what you can do? Yes, you can remove from the context menu. So you here you see that JS path, absolute XPath, everything is there. You just uncheck them. And now if you right click, you will see only two options. Either relative XPath, whichever option you will be choosing from here, that will be coming over there. Or you can just turn it off if you doesn't want to see. So you right click, you see that there is no. If you want to just turn it on, turn on. And then what you want, relative XPath, okay. Right click and you will see that relative XPath is here. You can copy this value and directly use that. So this is so simple. All these settings will be saved in your local, so you need not to worry about it. So like if you have set some command, or here let's say you have saved this command, okay, so you need not to worry, it will be saved. Like every time you need not to add that command, every time you need not to set that context menu. You see that command is by default coming. Even if you turn it off, that command will be saved, and your context menu options will also be saved, whatever you have set. All these settings will be saved in your local, so you need not to worry like every time you will have to set those values and all. No, you will not have to do that. Those all will be saved in your local. At any point of time, like you want to reset the values, like whatever settings you have done, you want to make them default. So what you do, open Selector Sub over here like this, and there is a reset button. Click to reset all settings to the default. Like you see that there's a command you have saved, you have unchecked this one, so you click on this, it will reset to the default one. Now if you like inspect or do something, it will be over there. Selector Sub will show all the matching nodes. So suppose if you have written some XPath over here, then it will show all the matching nodes. Like there are 39 matching nodes, so all of them will be here. And if you mouse over, you see that it is highlighting, it will highlight the UI element with the red, solid red color, and by default it will be like dotted blue line. And suppose somebody asks you how many links on this page, so you just /A and hit enter. You see that 19 links are there, and all of them will be showing here. So here you can see all the anchor text over here. And when you will mouse over on them, like if I mouse over on them like slowly, you see that this is the Selector Sub one. You see that this dotted blue line will convert into orange red solid line. This is home, this is events, this one is blog videos. See on the top, that color is changing, and if that will be hidden somewhere in the UI, it will scroll. Like you see now, if I hover on this, it has scrolled into the viewable area. So this is really useful when you are debugging your script. Selector Sub will show all. Yes, we have seen this. If first matching element is hidden in UI, then it will scroll to the viewable area. So you see that when you will hit this one, if that first matching node is hidden somewhere, it will put that in front of you, and even if you mouse over on that, it will show you. On hover matching node, outline will change to the red solid. Yes, you have seen that. For any query, you can reach out to me. Here is the Slack channel, so you just click on this, and yeah, you can connect with me and you can ask anything and discuss with me anything related to Selector Sub or anything. You see that people are really active. I'm always available to help you guys, so feel free to reach out to me for anything related to Selector Sub or automation. And then if you have any feature request or something, feel free to raise it here on GitHub. So here also that GitHub link is there, and I'm really active. I used to, like, of course you know that I'm working full-time on it, so any issue or anything you will be raising here, I'll be putting them and fixing them immediately. So you will see that all of them are already closed, like 9. Whatever feature request or anything comes, this I'm waiting for the like users feedback. Now already fixed and everything is done. So check it out, everything is amazing. Do share it with your team networks. The only request to you guys that please support Selectors Hub, and let us spread the word about this amazing innovation, help everyone. And I'm working on this product full time for free for the community, and if you feel that this is helping you, please support Selectors Hub, share it, write blogs, post on article on it, and do support it. If you feel that it is helping in your business, in your job, saving some time for you, please be a patron for Selectors Hub and support. Even a coffee per month will be more than enough if you can get me a coffee. Also, I would really recommend, do check out our primary sponsor, and great thanks to Test Project who is supporting us. Test Project is a free end-to-end must-have tool for automation. It is available for web, mobile, and API automation. Do check it out. Just a single sign up required. Within 30 seconds you would be sign up and you will be good to go. So do check out free Test Project, and let's support these community product. Test Project is also a community product and helping everybody with their free solution like Selectors Hub. So with that, thank you so much. Don't forget to write the review, comment, and subscribe to Selectors Hub YouTube channel. You will be getting more such reviews, and I will be preparing like XPath series and all more tutorial you can find in the channel, which will be helping you to learn more about XPath, DOM, and everything. Thank you so much.